25-22, then 25-13 for LaSalle in the second set. Another 25-13. And you realize that that run was so strong for LaSalle that FEU was only able to score 1 point since they had the lead 14-13.
That was the first run for both teams. Boom, that was consistently carried on until the end.
You're right.
Hindi naputol, hindi nag-service error, hindi nagkaroon ng shift in the run or napalitan ng momentum to the other side of the court. LaSalle was able to sustain that until 25 points. A lot of miscommunications in the side of FEU that we've seen in that third set alone. A lot of balls going up, defending, not being able to set it, not being able to convert it. But DLSU remaining consistent like we talked in the pre-game.
Right.
And in terms of their services, Boom, ito yung talaga nagpapakahirap sa FEU, and Coach George notices it as well. They still have those number of aces in this game. FEU lucky to be able to get their first 2 aces in this match. Still no blocks for FEU since that first set. So the second and the third set, FEU has 0 blocks in both, and DLSU being able to take advantage in both attacking and blocking.
And they are the second best blocking team, only behind Ateneo, talking about LaSalle. So that was an aberration. See 0 blocks for LaSalle in that first set. So now we're going to a fourth set. LaSalle taking over the lead 2-1 in terms of sets. Michelle Cobb with more excellent sets than Cayuna and Negrito combined. LaSalle all in all has 13 service aces through those 3 sets. When you put it in a different way, those are 13 free points. That's almost half a set. No, it is half a set already. Ganun karami yung kanilang aces ngayon today. Heather hopping to that approach. Cayuna is back to start the 4th set for FEU. Cayuna will underhand this one to Heather. Safely to the other side. We got a long rally to start our set number 4. Cayuna points to Malamanan but gives it to Carandang. Luna through the block. Buding was there. This is too close to the net, but it's now in LaSalle's side. 1-2 play and Buding able to save it. Miscommunication, but it's still alive. And the same for LaSalle. So a couple of free balls. Malabanan still unable to finish this one. Longest rally of the match. Luna. Saga. Tiamzon from behind. Carandang denies. Buding again with a dive. And Carandang still unable to finish. Unbelievable rally. Gino cross court. Puts it away.
Wow, Boom!
All the players are breathing heavily right now.
Kahit ako, breathing heavily. I wasn't even breathing all throughout that rally. Just the first point in this 4th set.
Oh, you're right.
Good to see FEU back scoring that point in the rally. You know, coming from 2 sets that they finished under 16 points.
Ama.
It's good to see them back in this 4th set and wanting to get this game also with DLSU.
Namigay nga lang ng puntos dun sa service error. In the meantime, let's go to Sydney Crespo.
Boom and Michelle, I mentioned the FEU rookie Elise Ronquillo was rallying to her team before set number 3, and according to Elise, her aggressiveness on and off the court was for her fellow rookie Laika Ebon. She said ever since Laika was injured, they both agreed that she needs to contribute more for the team, and since then a lot has changed in Elise's body language. The shyness was gone, which used to be very evident in the first round, and for the body language of the rest of the team, Coach George isn't happy at all, and from his observation, it looks like as if the girls only want to play but not to win. Back to you, Michelle.
That's an interesting point. Only want to play but not to win. In the meantime, 3 straight points for LaSalle after that long rally, which gave us the first point of set number 4. But De La Cruz today 15 points for the rookie.
FEU.
Domingo will come back in for Karandang.
Karandang.
Bumubulot na si Coach George Pasco dito. Naghahanap ng kombinasyon.
Trying to find the perfect combination as well for Domingo to enter to see how she can contribute into the mix of spikers that we need to see from FEU.
Kukumpulan sa harap ang FEU. Chance ball para sa Lasal dito. And is out for De La Cruz. 2 will be serving 3. Let's go to Ayala Perlas.
With Michelle, it was nothing but positivity in the huddle coming from the side of the coaching staff and the side of the Lady Spikers. Now the girls' communication and efforts were being praised by the coaching staff in the huddle at sinabi nga nila, tuloy-tuloy lang girls. Now, aiming for the twice-to-beat advantage, we witnessed a more focused Lady Spikers showing the true character of a Lasallian team who has got their eyes on the prize. In the huddle, Coach Emil emphasized on the importance of good decision-making and strengthening for their floor defense and net defense. And lastly, he mentioned for the girls to know their roles. Sabi nga rin ni Coach Emil, wag na natin paabutin ng 5th set. Bugbugin nyo na ang set na to. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Sid. This rally is still ongoing with a save from Buding Duremdes.
Jolina De La Cruz.
But Jolina De La Cruz detonates there and gives them a 2-point lead.
Her 16th point of the match from a set by Aduki Agudsanya. Perfect set, rather. You know, you rarely see that, especially from a middle with a rally that long. Middle yung magsaset, lahat ng tao napapapigil ng hininga because, you know, it's rare for the middles to go up and set. It's always the center or the libero takes the second ball.
Definitely playoff intensity here is what we're experiencing, even with the crowd. Feels like a Final Four matchup already. Well, these two teams are in the Final Four.
Domingo.
Said Domingo will serve.
Starting off the 4th set with a lot of rallies.
You're
But
right.
that first rally that we've seen to score that 1 point by FEU lasted 1 minute and 26 seconds boom from the service.
That's the first point of the set.
Just the first point.
And we're getting more here.
Ross Cortez.
Ball drops,
Dino.
4-all.
Another set from a middle. Domingo setting Heather Ginoo on the opposite side of the court, scoring 1 point for FEU. So our middles night now getting more involved, setting up their spikers and their teammates.
Ginoo in front of Villarreal. The push from Ogunsanya. Hinabol ni Domingo. Ginawa ng paraan. Cobb will open up to Tiamzon. That still is at the corner. Catches the line. Boy, what action we're seeing here in this 4th set.
Malabanan miscalculating that arm swing. She knew it was dropping in. That hit by Tiamzon. Saktong-sakto dun sa deep corner of the FEU side.
Look at the breathing. The heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing. Kahit yung crowd, boom, parang medyo tumahimik after that rally na trying to catch their
Pahinga.
breath.
Pahinga na saglit. Saglit lang kayo magpahinga dahil marami pa tayo dito. Chance ball. Who will Cobb go to? Goes back to De La Cruz, who has 17 in this match. And she has been pounding that ball from the get-go of this match. What a year for her, too.
What a year for the UAAP rookies to
Correct.
step up. You know, a lot of, even the battle of the Rookie of the Year, you don't know who it's going to be and everybody is deserving in the UAAP.
Even the ones who are not, let's say, leading in points, but in terms of their impact on their own schools, ang lalakas. Meantime, tikitan tayo dito. 5 serving 6. Luna with the first ball. Tiamzon approaches and it's sent back by Cayuna. It's really played well for Coach George Pasqua, whether it's the setting or the blocking for for her. And the variety also kanina, no?
And finally, boom, FEU gets a point in the blocking scoreboard after 2 sets,
I got it.
scoring 0 on block points in the second and in the third. Jel Cayuna gives them their first block point here in the 4th set.
6-all. Ino keeps it up. Ronquillo with the roller. Cobb in the middle. Clemente is checked, but the ball again still alive. Open. Ronquillo puts it away.
Violation on De La Cruz.
Cleanest attack for the rookie in this match so far.
With Ronquillo and Villarreal up in front, you're missing the presence of Ginoo. There's no Malabanan in the front row, no Carandang, no Domingo. So these two have to keep it high intensity, and the scores have to be with in par with DLSU, and lamang pa sila ngayon ng isa.
Chance ball binigay sa Lasal. Couple choose Des. Jamson rinigaluhan. Nanggigil at tinapos at tinabla. A slice from Des Clemente on the miss hit. Jolina back 17 points. Sorry, Tiamzon also with 17 points of her own. The third service error by Jolina de la Cruz gives FEU the lead going into the first technical timeout of set 4. Well, we did say it is playoff atmosphere here, Final Four atmosphere. School spirit is very high. You can see it in the cheering, you can see it in the colors they're wearing, all the merchandise that they're using and owning and buying, and all of these rather, you can find at UAAPstore.com. These are official licensed UAAP merchandise, so get them now and follow UAAP Store on Instagram and on Facebook. You have a good one here. We're happy to bring it to you, courtesy of ABS-CBN Sports. Lasal ahead 2-1. FEU ahead 8-7 in set 4. Again, what is at stake is the twice to beat advantage for Lasal. They win today, they get it. They lose today, a playoff between them and UST on Wednesday for that set advantage. Sent back and sent back again. Tiamzon. It's on the side of FEU now. They go to the middle to Malabanan. Good save there by Malabanan. They push it to the back row. Clemente, it's back again. Coach George is asking for a violation of some sort, but none is called. It's a legal hit.
He's asking
as
either.
Awkward as it looked.
She did it twice in that rally alone, and Coach George, I think he's contesting either a lift or a double violation. I don't know what he was asking from the referees on Clemente's previous hit.
9-8.
Villarreal.
Now it looks like George and Coach Ramil are going to meet each other a lot in a lot of heated battles. Final Four, maybe more finals between the two of them. The former teammates. They only teammate 1 year actually in FEU. That was, I think, season 54 of the UAAP. As you see this violation by FEU at the net. Coach Ramil was the opposite hitter, while George Pasco was a middle blocker at that time. 1 year, and they won the championship, by the way, in that season 54. Now they're on opposing sides, the women's division.
Service.
And are in heated battles here, especially in this fourth set. 10-9. Palitan lang tayo ng lamangan dito. Did Coach Ramil ever join you the games during your practices, Asal, back then?
Never.
Never. In your
Never.
time, never.
Never. Coach Noel
Orgullo, yes.
Orgullo would
Yeah.
join us. He would be our middle spiker.
Right.
Coach Ramil, he's a setter. He used to be a setter, right?
Right. But he played, but at that time, then they were teammates. They played as opposite. That's what George said. But he played center also.
Never seen him play like in our scrimmages.
Never, huh?
Would always just be the one instructing us.
Oh, said Domingo.
Celine Domingo.
The fingertips getting that point. 11-10.
This will be good for Domingo's confidence coming into this game. That's her first point. And being able to contribute in a set that is very tight and very crucial for both teams. That will do well for Domingo and her upcoming games
Correct.
with FEU.
Get that confidence back, you know? A lot of it is just timing and confidence. Cobb with a great find there at the back.
Michelle Cobb.
Tying this match at 11. Tying this set at 11, rather. Kita na niya at the corner of her eye. Nobody home.
She saw Duremdes right in the attack line. That means that bottom corner of the FEU side has no one there to defend that ball.
Quick thinking. Kayuna. Jolina. Buding goes back to Malabanan. Cross court, but is it wide? They're looking for a check.
That's a check.
Oliver Mora says there was. It's the second referee who confirms it with our first referee, Fernando Velante. Malabanan gets a point on that one, so the lead shifts back to FEU 12-11 here in the fourth. Tiamzon. Chance ball here for FEU. Kayuna to Sed. Saga will set it to Luna. Buding to Gel. Gel. Good idea by Ginoo, but great save by Saga. But
Right
Buding
back here.
answers back with her
Buding.
own find at the
Duremdes.
corner. Nagkapalitan, nagkasagutan.
One from Michelle Cobb a while ago, and now Duremdes also showing.
Tinuro pa niya eh.
Alam din niya kung gaano kabilis ang laro ng volleyball, and great decision there for Duremdes, putting her team 2 points up in the fourth set.
Gotta love it. Loving the competition here. Nobody giving an inch. Ogunsanya. Buding was there again. Ginoo, sa likod, dinala. Now remember, in sets 2 and 3, FEU only scored 13 and 14 points. Tapos napako na sila, di ba?
Timeout. Ladies
So,
fight.
tignan natin. Kasi dito magta-timeout si Coach Ramil.
Hindi naman tayo nagbibilang ng block eh. Ang gusto natin pag tumalo na sumabay na tayo eh. Kaya nakikita kayo nakasabay, hindi pag bukas na bukas yan, hanggang hindi sa tumatalon, okay, talon. Na okay pag unahan kayo tumalon eh. Kaya nung nag-jump set setter, gusto nyo sabay yung setter, hindi ko pwedeng ganun. Magpasa kayo, magbilang. Kung papalo nyo, di paluin niya. Kung mag-drop, makikita naman natin yun eh. Wala na kayong pwedeng adjustment kung nasa taas na kayo. Eh, hindi yan. Magpasa, gano'n na nakita, puro drop ang ginawa sa'yo. Dalawang beses sa makay, puro drop ang ginawa. Kung kaya hindi mo pwede sa libero, nandito yung libero, huwag mo tayo nang dali niyo po. Hindi pa ka magdala. Ayun ang pa sinasabi yan.
See, in the background, the captain, Des Cheng, has not checked back since Coach Ramil moved her out in the first set and replaced her with May Luna. Team is down 3.
Aside from Coach Ramil saying, boom, na nawawala na naman sa na blocking, like yung sakit nila nung first set. You know, the difference between their second and third set offense naman is bumabalik na naman yung palo lang sila ng palo without thinking how to score a point. Basta lang malakas nila yung bola. Not any more efficiency like what Heather Ginoo is doing. The variation that she has in her spikes. She's going for the point rather than the strength.
16 points now for the graduating Heather Ginoo. more importantly, a 4-point lead here in this fourth set. You know, FEU has not tasted leads in a long time since the first set. Buding will set it to Elise. Luna. Buding again. Pinballing it back to the other side. De La Cruz goes down the line and it's wide. No, check that. In, sorry. 18 points for the rookie.
Much needed point, not only for Julina De La Cruz, but for the whole DLSU Lady Spikers. That run by FEU was quite long. Longer than what Coach Ramil expected and wanted for the fourth set. And it's a good comeback for FEU and the Lady Damaraos.
Remdes was apologizing because she felt she could have gotten that. Point is gone now. And Julina attacks again. Everybody there covering for De La Cruz. Nobody left behind as Ronquillo is the one who sends FEU to the 4-point lead to the second technical timeout. Watching the UAAP on SNA. There's that block by
A
Ronquillo.
reminder, when taking photos and videos, please turn off your flash.
Ronquillo boom here in the fourth set. She scored a while ago with her attack. She's receiving for FEU. That's what's crucial now for FEU. They're getting that first ball up, and Ronquillo is one of the receivers. Together with Ginoo and Remdes, they're getting those first balls up in the air so that they can execute a play. And DLSU has less service aces in this set as compared to the first three.
Excellent point. Said Domingo has done well off the bench. Hindi na siya linabas ni Coach George, ano? Trying to give her confidence. Even if Carandang has done well for FEU. Remember, FEU is safely in fourth place now in the Final Four. They want to extend this to a fifth set. And right now, they are extending the lead to a 5. And just as I mentioned about the captain, Des Cheng, we haven't seen her. Now she's going to come back. She started, then pulled out, then brought back by Coach Ramil, and then pulled out again. And now she's back after a long stay on the bench. De La Cruz rolls it to the other side. Buding will set it to the other side. That's low.
Not over.
Sends it to the net.
Violation.
4-point lead.
Rare error by Heather Ginoo. They still have a couple of room between DLSU, 4 points up still. They have to be able to keep that margin because DLSU can come right back just like in the first set.
Ayuna goes back to Heather. Pumreno ng bahagya. Clemente, who just marched back in with a clean attack.
Coach Ramil on the sidelines, you hear him dictating the speed and when Clemente should enter and spike.
Timeout, Lady Tamara.
Nandito si so isang A at saka kaluwang balikat lang. Pero ang receive niya, girls, dito yung receive para mahatak yung gitna ng Lasal. And then pag nakita mo na dito yung model, bigay ito sa outside. Ngayon pag wala sumabay sa point, bigay sa point. Wala kang pass play, kailangan presence of mind. Wala. So pero one good pass muna tayo, girls. One good pass muna tayo para may execution play, ha? Okay, let's go.
Our biggest lead was 5. 2 straight points by LaSalle. And Coach George Pascua calls a timeout here. They're looking for a good pass, good first ball to execute a play.
The presence of Des Cheng can be a big factor for DLSU, having their captain inside the court playing alongside them rather than on the bench will give them that morale, that confidence to be able to get back into the fourth set.
But service error, yes, and again you give credit to Coach George Pascua, you know, that is the 10th service error of LaSalle, but it's the timing again of that timeout, and sometimes you force the server to cool down a little bit. That's how good that timeout was for Coach George Pascua. They produced 2 points after that one.
And that's what he did as well in the first set.
Earlier, yes.
FEU in the first set made their first run. DLSU came back. Lumamang ng napakalaki. Umabot ng technical timeout. Second technical timeout. Nauna pa ang DLSU. That timeout of Coach of FEU. And Coach George really is in perfect timing with the girls.
Two of the best here in the business. Coach George and Coach Ramil. 19-14. Ginoo. That's wide. Coach George says it's okay. Bawi lang. Coach Ramil, of course, 2 decades already, 21 years. And Coach George Pascua, 11 in the men's and his second year here in the women's. Buding, Ronquillo, lumusot sa block.
The block, France, Ronquillo.
Future is bright for FEU when Laika Ebon and Elise Ronquillo strengthen, they get their conditioning better. Of course, they'll become more skilled. We have no doubt about that. But they have two very promising rookies right now. And as we say that, service error gives LaSalle a point and down 4 here. Service errors, 8. That is the 8th for FEU, 10 for LaSalle.
Up to serve.
Laki ng advantage ng LaSalle though sa service aces. 10 plus 10. Looking for a double contact there was Coach Ramil. Itinawag. Kayuna will go reverse. Luna saw it coming. Go to Malabanan on the other side. A chance here for LaSalle. Buding will go back. Kayuna. Heather from the back. Tinulak. Cobb keeps it alive. Luna. Kayuna. Back to Heather. Ginawa ng paraan. Cheng keeps it up. De La Cruz. Another long rally here. Sa gitna. Malabanan. Joust at the net. Saga was there. Cobb quickly to Dez. Buding is all over the place. Cheng saw that coming. Luna. Hinoa was there to dig. Oh! Uiikot pa lang si Jel Kayuna and Dez Clemente able to prevent the entry of that ball.
Great decision there by Des Clemente to block. Malabanan did not jump. It was a way offset, but she still blocked, and that length on top of the net is what really helped her to get that block point.
Going with the substitution to Negrito again. Inoa will sit down with Kayuna. Agudo will come back with Kyle. Cheng will be serving. The biggest lead here was at 5 earlier. 19-14. So far, it is a 3-1 run for LaSalle. That is out. 4-1 run. Coach George with another timeout.
Paano? Di ba rin naman block ng coverage side kasi tatapon natin sa palo, ha? Naintindihan? Ang coverage speed natin, girls, masyado siyang mahaba, kaya nakukuha. So, behind the blockers lang, dito lang sa gilid-gilid lang. And then, drag sa gitna. And then, pag nagbalik ka, hindi siya puro open. Pag nagbalik ang combination kagad tayo, kasi naabang kagad yung open natin doon. Middle, kumit ka, timing ang pasok ng bola. Tapos yung chance ball natin, huwag masyadong mabilis, ay huwag masyadong mataas. Para mas mabilis ang atake natin sa middle. Liwanag? Okay, let's go. 1 to pass right.
19-14 was the biggest lead. LaSalle creeping back here in set number 4. The 4-1 run down 2. 18 will be serving 20. And Des Cheng will continue to serve for LaSalle.
What's surprising, Boom, is that they are putting Domingo up to receive in the middle. Another timeout by Coach George forcing that service error. But right now in the back row,
I find it strange, yes, the setup, the rotation.
Ronquillo is the one being changed by the libero. Coach George put out Heather Ginoo, and it was Domingo up there who was receiving for FEU.
Luna.
1 point, 1 point. Luna with this one. JRS Express, best play of the game. At the flick of the wrist, just enough. Two-point lead, 2-point deficit. Clemente safely to the other side. Malabanan cross court. They open up to Luna. Off the fingertips of Domingo. Down one. On the defending champs. Michelle has breached throughout this match since the first set. No lead is safe with the way this game has gone.
Substitution.
As Mars Alba will come in for Des Clemente to serve.
DLSU. Mars
But Michelle Cobb will continue to set. And the crowd of LaSalle here erupting and trying to cheer their team on as they're down one. While FEU is looking to extend this into a fifth. What a manufactured play by FEU.
Good job there by Malabanan. No fear in that attack right there.
Ang hirap nun.
Broken play, converting it into attack. A much needed and well-deserved point by Jerry Malabanan. And that's
no
set
glory,
up. Yeah, set up by Duremdes. Talagang they said, you know, it's the last stretch of the fourth set. We're one set down. You have to give it your all.
Des pushes it on the other side and still gets a point. It's veteran smarts. The veterans actually coming into play here, Michelle. Malabanan sa kabila. Check naman dito. Nakita yung butas.
With a crowd like this in San Juan Arena and with the pressure with both teams wanting to win, it's whoever can control their emotions and their nerves here in this set.
Oh, no.
Which really matters.
That is 22-all now. As another misreceived first ball, Michelle gives FEU a problem there. 22-all, they were up 5. FEU's got to maintain their composure here on this LaSalle run. Great dig by Cobb. De La Cruz in between the blockers, and from 5 points down, LaSalle takes the lead at 23-22. Bernardo Velarde will talk to Des Cheng here.
Likod lang, talikod mga players natin. Talikorin mo lang.
The celebration after the point, you know, when you're coming from behind,
What a
getting a
reply.
point like that.
What a reply. Like we said, the FEU veterans are responding now. Malabanan earlier with a tough attack. Ginoo convincing here in between the blockers, sends that baby home. 23-all, set number 4. Fantastic match between these two teams in the finals last year. Luna, inunahan yung blockers. And they are at match point. And the twice-to-beat advantage is within reach. Can FEU delay and prolong this fourth set?
Both setters really showing not only their skill, but how well they know their players. Alam nila kung sino ang pupuntahan nila to score a point.
Puding. Ginoo. What guts by Heather Ginoo. That is gutsy. The extreme pressure of the moment. She changes her mind in mid-air. You are shaking your head because you are amazed at the decision, I suppose, Michelle.
how Heather Ginoo can think of that. You know, it's the last point. You're just going to go for power. But she knows how to score a point. And that's what I love about Heather Ginoo in this game. Single-handedly carrying the offense of FEU.
De La Cruz. Oh, that's a crucial error. An expensive one for LaSalle. And a set point for FEU. They had to send the ball over, right, Michelle?
It wasn't a block by De La Cruz, so you can't consider that a block touch. It's their first defense, so second by Michelle Cobb, the third has to be sent over. And the whole crowd knew that.
Good serve by Domingo. The chase by Cobb. Cheng. A chance here for FEU. Ronquillo nasa tagilid. Cobb will reverse it to De La Cruz, who scores. 25 all. The extension continues.
DLSU playing like it's their last game, and FEU has nothing to lose right now. They are fourth. Yes, this game won't affect their standings, but the confidence that they are building right now and the level of game that they are showing right now versus DLSU, boom, is the FEU that I haven't seen in quite a while.
It's an excellent point, Michelle. That's a service error. What a time for it to come. Nerves coming into play, Mitch.
Heather Ginoo, a very deadly server for FEU, coming on deck right now. But she is being missed in the front row, so that is also a...
De La Cruz with a good first ball, and we are going to a fifth on the miss hit by Des Clemente. FEU showing some heart in a game that technically they don't need to win. While LaSalle had the twice-to-beat advantage within reach, but they'll need another set to try to snatch it from the gutsy FEU team.